Hello, my name is Dean Spurgeon. I'm presenting this book called Fortunately the Milk. It's about these two children sitting at a coffee table and they realize something. There's no milk for the cereal. So Dad, an average man, went to the store to go buy some. He walked out of the store and he saw this very not every seeing day flying disc over his head. And suddenly a beam of light came and it made him go up and up and up to the flying disc. And when he came in the flying disc, he said to himself, I'm not seeing any everyday seeing creatures. And you know what they were? Aliens!
Welcome to our planet. We come from far away from the galaxy. And we are here to take over your planet and redecorate it with plastic flamingos for trees and throw cushions for the mountains. And the sun will be a decorative plate with Australia on it.
Then, Dad looked around very suspiciously while the aliens were arguing. He saw an emergency exit, a secret emergency exit. He ran to the door as fast as he can. And when he reached it, he opened the door, and then the alien said, "No, the space-time continuum will come in." But it was too late, bros. That's where the adventure begins. Dad was falling and falling and falling. Splash in the middle of the sea. Where am I? Father said. Then suddenly he saw a strange shape. It looked like a pirate ship. And then he saw a woman. Huh? Dad said. And then it was a pirate queen. She was dressed like a pirate, and she said, "Who are you? What are you doing in the middle of the sea?" "Who are you?" Father said. "I am the pirate queen." Can you take me home? Please, my children are waiting for me for breakfast." "And where exactly is your destination?" "Marshall Road." "Bye." That's east, that's west. "Oh, over here." "No, I don't know, actually." "Then you shall be thrown to the fishes, sleeping with the fishes underneath the sea, as bottom as we can." What? Have you ever heard of walking the plank? You never heard of that? Never heard of such thing. I hear it in a lot of pirate stories. Just make me walk the plank. That'll be easier, right? I guess we will try it. Fortunately, they were arguing about the nailing, but they got it all set. They picked the fattest pirates to hold the plank down on the ship. Dad was walking. "Whoa, this looks very high. Shut up and keep walking, you scabby." Okay, here we go. Cut. Dad nervously walked the plank. "This is far too dangerous." And then suddenly, a rope ladder hit his shoulder. "Quickly, climb up the rope ladder," a voice said. Dad quickly climbed up a rope ladder, and then he came into this very balloon, big giant hot air balloon. And then he found a stegosaurus. You're a stegosaurus. I don't mind helping you." "Oh, thank you. Do you know where we are?" "Yes, all those other gadgets are very bad, so can you pass me your compass? I don't know where I got this from. This is very, very silly." With 300 years, can you just tip it to the right a bit?" "Yes, sir." Professor Steg. Your name is Professor Steg? Yes. Aha! We're 300 years in the future. I mean past. What we're floating in right now is a hot air balloon. No. A floaty ball person air carrier. Huh. Remarkable. This book by Neil Gaiman took Professor Steg and Dad on many adventures to get Dad and the milk safely home to the children. There's 2 great adventures that I have to tell you about. There's one where Professor Steg and Dad land on a platform and ask these strange people what they landed on, and they said the temple, and they were Indian crazy gods. And then they showed them around the place, and they showed this volcano, and it had a red gem for its eye. It was a god volcano, and if the red gem was taken, then the whole land will shatter into lava. Professor Steg whispered in Dad's ear, "We need that gem to get you back to the present." So they got the gem and left the island on fire. Unfortunately, they got the gem. One adventure is when Dad pressed the button on the time machine and he met vampires. But they weren't vampires, they were umpires. Ah! Dad and Professor Steg had to escape, so they jumped into the balloon, but Dad accidentally dropped the milk, and it landed straight into a space-time continuum hole. Dad was freaking out, but don't worry, Professor Steg said, don't worry, you'll get it back. And then suddenly, another space-time continuum hole opened up, and it said, "Catch!" And the milk bounced in his stomach. Dad was hurt, but 5 minutes later, he was fine. Then, he pressed the time machine again. And there was his house on Marshall Road. But then, the aliens, they were there, right up top the balloon. And they sucked the balloon, Professor Steg and Dad, up in the spaceship. And all the people from the other dimensions were very mad. Professor Steg won the spaceship now, without them floating in gravity, made him very nauseous. And then, the aliens had a big button to redecorate the whole planet. They were about to push it, and then police, dinosaur police, were on Segways, running across the UFO, going inside and arrested the aliens and said, "You're arrested." And Professor Steg followed the police on the Segways, the dinosaur police, because he didn't know where his species went. Then the aliens enforced to drop him off to his house, and the kids were sitting at the table waiting for their milk with their shoulders on their heads. Dad ran into the door, telling his kids all the adventures he had that were exciting, but his kids didn't believe him. He was very sad, and then he said, "You know how I have proof? Here's the milk." He quietly sat down the milk, and the kids said, their mouths were wide open. He went back to his chair and back to reading his paper. The end.